walk starts in the village of Beeley, in the Peak District. And we're going house hunting.
We are, if only. And we started with a coffee. So let's go. Minute. We've come through a couple of stiles out of the village in what, a couple of minutes?
Yeah.
And now we're heading off up to the top of Beeley Moor. I think they can go off for a run, can't they?
There's no dogs on leads or anything.
No. And they come back. Of course, the first thing they do is have a wee. They're waiting for us. We haven't been going for long. We're starting to get some
stunning
views. A stile in the middle of nowhere, but it's got an electric cable, so I think we'll give it a miss. We'll go over the stile.
So we said we're going house hunting, but that's not it.
I wish it was.
You might like the one we're going to look at.
The dog's back on the lead just as we go through farmyard. And I think we climb up on to that ridge over there. All quiet, so all the cows must have gone back onto the fields. We don't really need to go through that field because the gate's here and we go up the path. I'm hazarding a guess. We might want to go that way. I don't know yet, so we'll have a look at the map. Well, we looked at the map. It's not that way. It's that way. So just carry on along this path, which might be drivable, but still, it's that way. This way. Good girl. What do you say?
I've warmed up now.
And how's the new backpack?
Well, we bought these backpacks, so we needed something a little bit bigger to carry all Keith's sandwiches in. And I think they're alright. They're called aero bags or something. It's supposed to have a... Well, they have got a mesh layer which is supposed to keep them right off your back so that you're not getting a sweaty back when you're walked. Not convinced yet. We'll have a look when we stop for a coffee. But, yeah, it's comfy.
Yeah, they are
right.
They are comfy, to be fair.
enough room in here for waterproofs and
a jumper,
a
flask,
dog biscuits.
Huh? What? Says now? Biscuits.
The drone, the SLRs, and a kitchen sink if need be. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't think we need to go any bigger unless we're taking a tent and actually doing a mammoth expedition, do we really?
Don't think so.
Go on, over, and then we'll put you on a lead. This way. It's a steep one.
It's a nice one.
At least it's got steps.
I've only got little legs. You fell water. You know that thing with squiggles on that you look at that's on the phone, that OS thingy?
Yeah.
Does it say what that edge is now?
It will do. Oh. And I get a third hand to look at it.
Now we're getting a view. More of a view.
And there's a heat haze over there. Wait till that burns off. But where are we now? Middle of September, nearly.
Yeah.
12th, 11th, 12th of September. So it's certainly a mini heat wave coming in as a forecast. So making the most of it up on the top of Beeley Moor.
I think you can tell I'm back in Derbyshire.
Right.
My words are coming out again. Something like that.
Come on.
So we're at the top of Beeley Moor now. And we've got quite a view. Somebody asked why we're always looking at our phones when we're out walking. It's not because we're looking at messages or texts, is it?
No. For a start, we've got OS maps on the phone, so we're looking at where we're going, and also geocaching occasionally.
Occasionally.
So, yes, and we're just coming up to on the map a turning, and I think it's just part way down here. These OS maps are really good, but you really need to practice how to use them. So yeah, we're getting there. Come off that track, and we're now heading up on over. Well, we're going over the moor a bit more. The moor a bit more. And somewhere around here there's a stone circle, if we can find it. Let's see. Go on. Not quite what you'd expect when they say it's a stone circle, but I suppose it's a circle of stones. But I must admit, I was expecting bigger stones. Obviously one of the main ones here. As I say, I must admit, I was expecting bigger stones.
I think it's time to get some energy, or at least have a coffee while we're here.
You reckon? Coffee time?
Yeah, I feel it. I'm feeling the coffee.
Yeah. So it's coffee time, so the dogs think it's their biscuit time as well. Who's got the biscuits?
Do you think I might have the biscuits?
I think you might have the biscuits. And Bay hasn't realised yet.
I might have the biscuits. I think oh, thank you. I've got biscuits. Oh, I have biscuits.
There you go.
Oh, Bay.
Feeding time at the zoo.
Bay. That's it for now. Save some for later.
And for us, just the coffee.
The reason being, I've got the sandwiches and snacks. So while we stop for a coffee, these are the airbags on the new rucksacks. So you can see there's a gap between the rucksack and your bag. So what's my bag like?
Dry.
Right. Well, they do work then.
Yeah.
You usually have a sweaty back. That's good then. So that was a stone circle. Now it's time to go and hunt for the house and have some lunch.
And the kids have found the water.
A happy dog is a paddling dog, apart from
Nab.
Oh.
You got your feet wet. Are you alright? Are you feeling well? Well,
You're going through the tunnel then, cool.
we had a head out, but that's it. He's there.
Now, the directions for this walk did say that parts were muddy, and this is one of those parts, but we've managed to get away pretty unscathed with the dogs. Just the one filthy girl. Oh, Bay, look at your legs. Oh, did I speak too soon? Don't drink that.
Come on. Let's hope they don't jump up people now.
Or us. So the cache that we're looking for is at a guide stoop. And they're dotted around the countryside. And they're old Pakos route markers. You can see that clearly in the slide, but we're 0.25 miles away from this geocache we're going for.
So this is the top of Beeley Moor. The heather's not out yet, which is a shame because it's a heather moor, and I know beekeepers bring their hives up here just for a short few weeks to get the heather honey. And again, coming up over the hill, that's another stunning view.
But this is the house we're hunting for.
Hobhurst's house. 100 metres.
But first we'll find a geocache.
Is it for sale?
I need some renovation. From what I've read.
Let's go and find it. And the geocache. Hobhurst house is in there somewhere, but we're going to grab the geocache first. And the dogs have found some more. Nice, clean, I'm sure, or not so sure, water. But the geocache is up here somewhere. We're only about 100 feet from it, so they do get you out into the wilds. As we said before, they're all over. So after a bit of a trek across the heather, through the heather, whatever, heather, we found it. The hint was a corner, so there's a corner in the wire fence here, and it's just over the fence in the corner,
Which you can get to, because there is a stile, but
while we're here,
nice big one.
well, cat's eyes usually are, aren't they?
Yeah, they're decent caches, aren't they?
Decent caches. Cat's eyes, we know the owner of this cache, and we met them, haven't we?
Yeah. So again, as we've shown in other videos, a logbook, some trinkets. In this one, there's even an old watch. We're not going to take anything because we've nothing to leave.
Yeah, that's usually the tradition, isn't it? If you take something, you often leave something in its place.
We used to leave key rings and stuff like that, didn't we? So.
And I've actually brought a pen.
Way.
It's
been found a lot. It's an old cache, can't remember how old it is, but it's been here for a good long time. I'll have a look in a sec. So what date are we on?
The 12th.
Is it still 2020?
Unfortunately. Roll on 2021.
So again, signed it with our caching names of Jackaroo and Wemnog. So just signed the logbook. Some people have got stamps they stamp the logbook with. There you go.
As you said before, we log it on the online as well, just to record our find. And people rush out when a new cache is published to try and get the first one to find it. So there's a big competition of firsts to find, isn't there?
There is, yeah. We've never really.
We've done it a couple of times when they've been really local to home.
Yeah.
It's so that's.
I'll just tell you how old it is. I shall have a look. It says on the app when it was placed.
And we will put at the beginning of this, it's a geocaching spoiler, won't we?
No. It was placed on February the 17th, 2007, so it's a really old cache. 13 years old.
13 years old. 13 and a half years old,
yeah.
Nearly 14 years old. It's doing well.
Doing very well.
As cat's eyes caches tend to do, because they're quite nicely placed, aren't they?
They are. So, right, it's time for some lunch.
Shall we go to the house first and have it there? Right. This way. All logged?
Yeah, all logged and sent.
Right. Why did we not find this path before? It would have been easier than walking all over this.
Because I was following you.
I was following a compass. Oh, that's why we didn't see it. It's the other side of that puddle.
Oh, right, yeah.
This way. Come on, this way.
Sky today.
Yeah. So welcome to Hobhurst's house. A square burial mound, dates from the Bronze Age, making it over 3,000 years old. There's prehistoric cairns on these mountains, on these moors and mountains, and many date from the similar age. Let's go and try and find it.
Yep. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Good girl.
Very dainty. Go on, talk.
Come on, talk. Good boy. Come on, Keith.
So,
well,
I think it needs a bit of renovation for us.
But we're on top of it now. You can see the ditch all around it. It's a bit windy. We will try and get the drone up, but I'm sure we'll manage. We'll tell you more about it. Got some information.
And what?
Have some lunch here.
Have some lunch here. That sounds like a plan.
And a coffee and a biscuit. I thought you were marking north, south, east, and west then, bro. Have a seat.
Have a seat. Thank you. Are you joining me, eh?
Oh, I'll join you. I'll sit here.
Go on.
There might be, but can we?
The dogs have had theirs, but they want to share ours as well.
Lemon and garlic chicken.
And what a place to eat it.
So as Keith said before we had lunch, it's a Bronze Age barrow. And we're on the highest part of Beeley Moor now, so stunning views all around. So the barrow is 11 metres, no it's not, it's 11 yards in diameter and 4 feet high, so it's not very high, with a ditch and an external bank of 22 yards in diameter. Now, it's unique in that instead of a normal round shape, Hurst barrow is rectangular. It's a square central mount, ditch and outer bank, originally made with 13 stones. It says there's only 5 remaining today. The dogs are enjoying exploring it. It's one of the first historic sites to be preserved under the 1882 Ancient Monument Act. A series of rectangular stone bollards surround all the earthworks.
Oh, I saw those. Yeah. With VR on written on them.
Victoria Range.
Yeah.
What, Victoria Regina. Queen Victoria.
I didn't realise that.
They're on either side of the earthworks. You can trace the route of ancient Pakos trails, with one of which cuts across the earthworks. So we were saying about guide stoops before, where that cache was. So yes, a guide stoop, it does mark an ancient Pakos route, as we said. So we do get some things right.
Occasionally.
Just occasionally. And what about the name Hobhurst House? How did that come about? Well, they reckon it relates to an old name for the devil. And while some old folks' tales mention Hob as being a vengeful spirit of nature, others tell of a friendly goblin who lived hereabouts. And that's how it got its name.
Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin. apart from panting dogs and the odd aircraft, very peaceful. We've not seen many people up here, have we?
No.
I thought it might be busier, but a nice little find.
So we're saying you need teaching or lessons in how to pack a rucksack. And wait, I was saying there's a big bulge halfway down your rucksack and a space. So what are you saying you've got in there?
You shouldn't be looking at big bulges.
Come on, this is for YouTube. Come on.
I have got a sandwich box because it had your sandwiches in.
And yours.
I have got my camera, which I've not used because I've been using yours. I have got dog slabber.
How many coats have you got in there, you were telling me?
Well, I've got my fleece.
Yes.
Which I was wearing, but it got warm.
Yeah.
And I've got
one.
Thick waterproof. And then, in case it was warm and I didn't want to wear my thick waterproof, two waterproof.
So you've got 2 coats, a fleece. You need lessons in how to pack, or what to pack.
What's the point of having a big rucksack if you're not prepared and got everything in it?
Fine.
Oh, there's another pocket there I could fill. I've got the one that I keep getting minded about. I've got the dog biscuits.
I've got dog biscuits as well in my pocket.
And I've got
Phone charger.
phone charger.
But it's the 2 coats I can't understand.
Well, I don't like getting cold.
You've got your fleece for that.
I don't like getting over warm either. So I thought, well, if I've got everything, I can't go wrong. Because if it goes wrong, I whinge, and you don't like it when I whinge. Try and get the drone up, get some footage. Leave me alone. So Hobhurst House was excavated in 1853 by Thomas Bateman. Quite a well-known name around here. He was an antiquarian. I nearly said anti-antiquarian. But he used to excavate a lot of local mounds, circles, and such like. And his tomb is actually not too far from here. I might have to go and look at that one day. A lot of artefacts from this and other sites are on display at local museums such as Sheffield, Buxton, whatever. And here's one of those stone pillars that we mentioned. The markers that were to show the boundary of the site. We have managed to fly the drone. Keith's just putting it away now. But you'll have already seen that anyway. So this was the object for this walk. We're at the top of the moor, as we said. So now it's time to head back down to the Land Rover. And I suppose we ought to go and find a coffee.
Did somebody say coffee? Did somebody say coffee?
Can't hear you.
Did somebody say coffee?
I might have said coffee.
Let's go.
Anyone would think they like coffee.
You coming?
Oh, go on then.
Onwards.
Yeah, I've done my can.
Put a little bit on.
I put a little bit on the can.
Go on, babe. We just have to retrace our steps a little bit, then we can get on, back onto the circular walk.
So there, that's where Hobhurst's house is. So there, that's the highest point. That's where Hobhurst's house is. That's not easy to say. You try and say it. Hobhurst's house is. Commanding good views, as you saw. And if you don't want to do a full walk from Beeley, you might see shimmering in the distance over there. There is a road. So you want a shorter walk. I reckon it's about half a mile from the road, something like that. To come and have a look. So that's where Hobhurst's house is, which isn't easy to say. Is it, Keith?
It's not.
What did I say?
Hobhurst's house.
I didn't. I said an is as well. Go on. Where?
So that's where Hobhurst's house is.
Well done.
Just as you get on the top of the moor.
What is it?
Hobhurst's house is there.
Go on.
Go on.
Go on then. This way.
Go on then. This way.
Forgot to say, I've got a sun hat and a winter hat in my rucksack as well.
Be prepared. And you were never a scout.
No.
We're back to paddling, but that's the path we came on. It's this path we want to go back on.
Oh!
I hope I got that on camera.
Ow.
You're right.
It's a long time since I've been punched in the jaw.
Especially by a dog. She took the shortcut and caught you.
She certainly did. And I thought she loved me. Oh, that's got a bruise. Thank you, sweetheart.
Come on then. We just come back to where we went round the circle that way. Oh, that's where we went when we tried to get back on the original path, isn't it? Yeah. So
bit of everything on this walk again. A bit of moorland, bit of history. Now we've got trees. And blue sky. And yes, there will be a coffee. There's always a coffee, you know that.
We'll just come down to a little stream. Or a glen. Obviously, Rum have found the water first, as usual.
What's that then? What are you digging at? Is it a waterfall? Oh.
It's all gone to seed. Rose Bay willow herb.
Now if I had my way, a bit of slow-mo here.
They're quite contrasting parts of the walk, really. Open sort of green lane, moorland, now through the woods. And this is Hell's Bank Plantation.
So we've just come through there, across this road, now heading up towards the farm. Thank you. And on the other side we've got an edge.
This is the edge that we have to go up or we do go over to Chesterfield. We have to do hairpin bends because it's so steep, isn't it?
Yeah,
it zigzags up the hill.
It's almost mountainous, isn't it? Some of the bends.
Yeah.
A little bit higher now, and there's the edge. But we're surrounded by edges around here. Looking over in that direction as well. Right in the distance, there's another edge. Some good climbing to be had for climbers.
We've still got the views. And breeze is getting up now a little bit.
Forecast is good though, so we should be alright. You found us a house? Nab? Real few goats.
It wouldn't be bad, would it? With that as your view.
It was nicely, wouldn't it? And a garage. We can start getting the van in it.
Go on then. Bay, this way. No, that way.
You know, when we find these styles, we do seem to be doing a lot of that old man grunting as we climb them these days.
Well, I've got a bad heel.
Right. The things we have to do to try and get a decent photograph of the dogs.
DP there.
So there is. Nab! Boo. Bay. Boo. Boo. So we're saying it's got a bit of everything this walk. Now we're into some really lush meadow. And then out the meadow, over another stile. And a climb down into some more woodland.
That way.
Oh, look at the sign.
On the map it's downhill quite steeply.
Trees are talking to us again.
Yeah.
Is it an over or a limbo?
With rucksacks, it's over, I think.
Oh. So we were wrong, weren't we, when we said it was the culmination of the walk and the end of the walk, really, back at the Barrow. I hadn't quite realised there was so much more to see. And a green fir cone.
A green fir cone.
I thought it was mossy, but it's not. It's dry, so it must be unripened or something. Never seen one like that before.
No.
Looks like a Christmas tree.
It's only September.
Keeping that.
It's mushroom season. Well and truly in the woodland now. So this isn't going to be Nab's favourite bit of the walk. He's going to get his feet wet.
We'll have a drink.
Go on, out the way. Go on, babe. Oh, we haven't finished yet.
I think it might be going on for a while now.
Yeah, just be careful. Go on, Tor. Bit of a squeeze. So that's Beeley, where we're going, heading back to. Looks like the dogs will have to go on the lead in a bit. There's sheep in the next field. That's not a problem. Had a good walk so far?
Perfect. Lovely time. Lovely day. Stunning scenery.
So there, just in the dip, is Beeley. Going back to the start. I think we're going to have to come back. Come back, Rum. Come back. Come back. Boy, come back. I'm going to let Darryl go first.
No, wait a minute. Good boy.
Go on. It's a tight squeeze, that one.
It is.
Well, I think that's the end of the walk in the fields. We're back on the road, back into the village. Little lich gate here. Here's back. I think you better go first.
Strong.
Yeah, got it.
Strong on it. Wait.
You right?
Yep.
Come here.
Oh, we've got a village sign. We need to touch that. That's becoming a thing with us. Beeley.
And my registration.
KJA.
KJA.
Good walk.
Very good walk. Different.
Nice
Lots
walk.
of different views. Yeah, nice walk.
Bit of woodland and everything.
Yeah, meadows, moorland, everything.
What did it come on? Just over 7 miles.
Yeah,
I think it said.
was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, verdict on the rucksacks?
I like the rucksack. It's just that little bit bigger than the other ones, and it fits my shoulders and the hips better.
It's certainly a lot better. I didn't get a sweaty back at all.
No.
Yeah, good rucksacks.
Get plenty in, can't you?
Yeah. 3 coats, 2 hats, 4 Keith sandwiches, and a flask, and some dog biscuits, and a camera.
2 cameras. No.
Well, no, because I carry this one.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
So it's coffee time.
Yeah.
So
thanks for watching.
thanks for watching.
As always, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. We don't mind. It all means the same thing. It all shows YouTube that we're watched. And like, subscribe, and share.
Cheers.